guys, it's Mel here from LW Scrapping. Sorry, I'm doing this at night, but there's probably going to be shadows and things. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to do for this month. I may keep going with it next month because I haven't done anywhere near as many as I was going to. Thankfully Inspired. It's a hop that Kristen from Scrapping on the Fly came up with. And it's to, honour those people that inspired us to scrapbook, and keep going with it and try different things, etc., etc. I'm going to do something different like I did for somebody else. I would like to be thankfully inspired, well, I have been, by my friend Lisa Sikorski. She is the person who has Scrap a Sketch. She started off with just releasing a sketch every Friday, free to everyone to use. You can go and put it in have a go at it, go and put it in the album, and she does different events throughout the year and give some prizes away. Then she decided to make her own stencils and printables and things. I'm not going to be using those tonight, but I am going to be using 2 of her sketches. So up in the left-hand corner, I've chosen sketch 76 and 90, and I'm gonna do bits from each one to create a layout. I'm going with steampunk type thing. I've got my steampunk collection there. I found some gear stencil. I'm going with a colour that I don't even know if this is going to work or not, but we'll soon find out. Saltwater taffy. I had to get a new, I don't even know if this is going to work, so let me just, yeah, you can slightly see it. So we'll go up here, and I've got a template, a circle template. I'm just going to try and, saltwater taffy never really worked properly. I'm just going to go, some of this is going to get, what's it called? Covered up. I'm trying to get my words out tonight. I thought, you know what? I was just going to go on fussy cut tonight, and I thought, no, I'm going to get one last layout done so that it's up and ready this will come out. This will be probably Sunday nights, and so I'm doing this Saturday night because I have hardly scrapped, in the last week, and I really wanted to scrapbook and create something. It's not necessarily, it's just coming up with an idea and then seeing if I can pull it off or not. So I'm going to go a gear up there. I'm going to just go in the middle. I don't mind if I overlap gears because half this, as I say, is going to be covered. Right. Okay. So I've done that. Saltwater taffy. I've done some gears. Now I'm going to take this off. Alright, I couldn't find my old template, so I had to make a new one. So we'll just keep that when we do another one. Now, I don't know where I put my other one, I really don't. Now, the next bit. So, circle going around. What did I do there? Use the other side. I'm then going to get my peacock feathers and water. Water would be good. So I could do some packaging technique. Okay, just up there. And then, whoops. Down in this corner, so to speak. You can still see the gears coming through. Need a rag. Wipe that off. Now, I cut my squares 4.5 by 4.5 in the end. Oh, I probably should just, I don't know, make sure it's, I probably should dry it, but you know me. We will get this stuck down. It's called being impatient. I'm very impatient today. I've been second guessing myself with everything that I've done and thought, you know, just come up and create tonight. Just, you know what you want to do. You know, I knew the sketches that I wanted to use and try and put together. And Lisa is very used to me going rogue with everything anyway. And she very kindly was the one that asked me to be on the creative team. You know what? I've lost my photo. Oh, there it is. I haven't lost my photo, thank goodness. I've been using Lisa's sketches, plus she has put up a couple of her own inspiration pieces to go with the sketches. And I really got into it. I really loved the sketches. I like her stencils, which I was going to use a mask one, which probably would have gone all right. But I didn't have, I wanted some, what's the word I'm trying to get out? Gears. I wanted it to look, you know, steampunkish type thing. But you can only see some here. May have been a waste of time. But you can see where I was coming from. Right. Got the word cool. Now pop on some of these embellishments. I might actually pop that one in there. Kind of goes with the skeleton vibe. I might go one up there. And then I have, that's actually, what I've got in here, I've got some acrylic. I have got a wooden gear. I've got the acrylics. Got a pink. A blue. Trying to get it out. I'm just trying to, if I go something like, I'll go on top. Something like that. Hear my daughter screaming. I think her and her father are playing some sort of computer game. Okay, what else have I got in here? Nothing else really. You know what? I kind of just really like that. Right, let's just stick everything back in here. I was wondering whether I even had that on there. I actually think I like that. You know how I changed my mind? Yeah, I've done it. changed my mind again. Right, start. Finish that. They can all go in there. Then I'm down just to one bag of stuff. Right, let us get... Right, let's get the butterfly down and we'll put some chippy strip in that, on that. Cut that. Might do another one just next to it. Wherever I just made it flick to. My chair's making a noise tonight. And then go double-sided tape onto those two. I think it's just been that we've been so busy with Tanina finishing grade 10 and everything that he was involved in that. I was going to go like that, and now I've decided not to. They were just scraps. I'm going to stick this down, like so. The others will go on with glue. Like that. Sometimes, you guys, it is just a matter of putting things down onto a layout, seeing what you think looks good, taking from sketches what you think matches your photos. I mean, we were at the museum here, so skeleton could have worked, but he was a bit big. I don't think I can glue down with water. Probably hasn't come out how I was expecting it to, but I don't mind how it has turned out, if you know what I mean. So you know where you could see where I was coming from with the round circle. Probably hasn't panned out how I wanted it to. But you can see it under there. We might do some spiders and put the gears together. They are down. My daughter is fascinated with dinosaurs. It has just been something that she's always loved to do. Always loved reading about, you name it. So we've got pinks and blues, so I don't need the greens. So let's just move some of this stuff out of the way. Let's go the teal. That can go back in the drawer. We've got, what's that, pink and brown? Go pink and brown splatters. That's purple, that's gold. Yeah, let's go that. Just bring in the colours of the rainbow here. I do have orange. Let's do orange. Because like you've got your peach is where I was getting the saltwater taffy from, was that peachy colour. You've got a bit of orange in here. So let's go orange with our Nuvo. And you guys know I love colour anyway. Alright. And then we'll go either side of the butterfly. Alright. Flick. Flick. Right, let's cover the photo. And then we'll do brown down first. But we really need to do blue. Blue and pink. Brown's really not going to work. Where's our blue? Right, blue and pink. This is Distress Oxide Uncharted Mariner. Now, my thing is, if your layout looks a bit better, because your circle hasn't worked right, use splatters. It will then make the layout look fuller. That's just my way of thinking anyway. I think I need a new pink and new gold. I've used it so much. Stick some of the splatters onto the pattern paper as well. Look at that. And that has a sparkle in it, so that will look quite good. That one back in there. Pick that up. And our page is done. So this is my Thankfully Inspired by Lisa Sikorski from Scrapper Sketch. And I'm using 2 of her sketches, which you can actually go over to Scrapper Sketch and find and have a go yourselves. I'll pop all the links down below in the description box. If you think you might like to have a go, please, by all means, press pause, take a screenshot and have a go. If you do like what I've actually come up with tonight, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be really appreciated. So, as I said, I'll pop the Facebook group link down below in the description box. I'll pop Lisa's website down. As well as I will pop at the end of this video. I mean, it's not a Scrapper Sketch. I'm not doing it for the creative team. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it as a tribute to Lisa. How much I have admired her and all of her sketches. Look, the lady has not been well, but she keeps going. And, you know, sometimes some of us on the creative team haven't been quite as on the ball as we should be. Especially me lately with premium sketches. But I admire everything that lady does. She's a very good friend. She totally understands that life does happen. And I always help her out wherever I can and vice versa. And I will always be part of Scrapper Sketch because I loved it so much. It's what I started with, especially during COVID, because I hadn't even started YouTube during COVID. I just started doing some of the sketches and then posting them. I then, you know, got inspired to do YouTube, mainly by a few friends and scrappy friends and my husband and daughter. And Lisa's sketches were ones that I did. No, I wasn't even on the creative team then, but it got me. It got me there. It got me thinking. It got me creating. And I will always use her sketches, and I will always support her. And I absolutely adore the lady. So thank you, Lisa, for all of that you do for Scrapper Sketch, and for being a very good friend, for listening to all my problems, and for coming up with the concept and, you know, keeping it going and giving people free sketches to get their juices flowing. Thank you. So please, everyone, come and check out Scrapper Sketch. Lisa puts out a free one every Friday night. I'll put the discount code down in the at the end of the video for you to go and get 10% off her sketchbooks, her stencils, and her printables. Now, I'm actually in the middle of fussy cutting a heap of printables, hence why I didn't use any tonight, but I will be using some later on in the month because December over at Scrapper Sketch, we have a big event coming. So come on over and have fun with that. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate you all for your support, your understanding, and for all of your kind comments that keep me going. And I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe, happy scrapping, and I'll see you next time.